Samsung has collapsed -8.70% to $257,000, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Tuesday, August 25th, and this is your complete global market briefing. The market is lacking a clear catalyst today, leading to choppy, two-way price action. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 slipped -0.28% to $7,652.86. Investor sentiment is being shaped by stock market today. Dow gains 500 points, SpaceX snaps a losing streak, Bitcoin pops, Investors Business Daily. NASDAQ 100 dipped -0.97% to $29,023. Equity markets are responding to reports that tech drags S&P 500, NASDAQ lower as Iran tensions, Nvidia earnings loom, the spokesman review. Dow Jones ticked up +0.26% to $53,417. Equity markets are responding to reports that tech drags S&P 500, NASDAQ lower as Iran tensions, Nvidia earnings loom, the spokesman review. DAX is trading higher by +0.48%, at €26,107. The move follows reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ end down on tech stocks, investors weigh Iran moves. FTSE 100 is trading higher by +0.35%, at £10,854. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Samsung made a dramatic move today, plunged -8.70% to 257,000 Korean wons. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung, Broadcom reached $200 billion RE memory chip deal, manufacturing dive. HBM3 yield rates for AI training chips are the most critical near-term metric. Any positive update would drive a meaningful earnings upgrade cycle. The memory upcycle is intact, but Samsung's foundry losses are a drag. A recovery in smartphone DRAM pricing would add a second earnings lever. Rocket Lab made a dramatic move today, plunged -5.91% to $68.28. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Rocket Lab stock leads three high-growth picks with fresh earnings upside, SimplyWorld St. Government launch contracts with the US DoD provide baseline revenue visibility. The Electron rocket utilization rate is the near-term earnings driver. Any contract win announcement or NASA mission assignment would be a meaningful positive catalyst. Neutron program milestones are the re-rating event the market is waiting for. SoftBank Group plunged -5.33% to 4,975 yen in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that SoftBank's RE funding plans to face reckoning at earnings. The technical picture for SoftBank Group has deteriorated. The 4,676 yen and 50 sen level will be critical to monitor. It represents a key line in the sand for bulls. A break below could trigger further stop-loss selling. Manage your risk carefully. BHP made a dramatic move today, surged +3.01% to $67.12. Equity markets are responding to reports that economic and commodity outlook, BHP. China property market stabilization is the single biggest catalyst for iron ore, and hence BHP near-term earnings. Any positive PMI or construction data from China would move the stock. The copper growth story is intact regardless. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. On the geopolitical front, the move follows reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ end down on tech stocks, investors weigh Iran moves. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. Equity markets are responding to reports that tech drags S&P 500, NASDAQ lower as Iran tensions, Nvidia earnings loom, the spokesman review. Turning to commodities. Brent crude dropped sharply to $91.99 per barrel, down 2.54% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that oil prices fall as US rolls out global sanctions focused on Iran. WTI crude dropped sharply to $84.98 per barrel, down 2.39% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that oil prices fall as US rolls out global sanctions focused on Iran. Natural gas edged higher to $2.81, up 1.23% on the session. The move follows reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ end down on tech stocks, investors weigh Iran moves. Gold climbed to $4,710 per troy ounce, up 1.86% on the session. The gold move is partly driven by gold as a safe haven for investors, and how it can work in a diversified portfolio. Chase Bank. Let us give you our near-term view on Samsung. The technical picture for Samsung has deteriorated. The 241,580 Korean won's level will be critical to monitor. It represents a key line in the sand for bulls. A break below could trigger further stop-loss selling. Manage your risk carefully. In the currency markets, euro to US dollar is at 1.17, losing 0.18% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.36, losing 0.07% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 158.90, gaining 0% on the day. Currency markets are reacting to panel remarks about the European economy during a discussion on the global economic outlook at the World Economic Forum, European Central Bank. Before we wrap up, here is your watch list for the sessions ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We do the research so you do not have to hours of analysis distilled into actionable daily briefings. If that is valuable, please hit the like button. It is the single best way to support independent market analysis and help us reach more investors. Subscribe and turn on notifications for tomorrow's briefing. Drop your view in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish from here? That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe, and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.